can understand. I know that the song is in my heart, and baby, down in my soul.
Alright, welcome to TwoWitnessNews at the Lost Begotten live broadcast. Today's broadcast is sponsored by the letter I forgot. I forgot. It's what happens when you didn't think of a letter to sponsor your program ahead of time.
Fuzzy hair. Since you let me walk into the store with my hair looking like this. So as payback, I'm wearing my hair like this for the broadcast.
I don't think it was the fact that your hair is up in a clip that was the reason why they were staring at you, dear. I think it's because your hair is purple and blue and different colors, and you're wearing pajama pants.
I don't give a shit.
I think she was admiring your lack of fucks given.
Yeah, I'm sunburned to boot, so, you know.
Right. How's it going, Maximum?
And the face is starting to hurt.
Don't know if you could get any of my comments on Google+. Your account is extremely blocked. Like, your account is like security flagged and locked and all kinds of weird shit.
Is it really? Oh, that's cool. This is a popular hairstyle. But did y'all go through the man bun thing? Because that was like really weird over here. Yeah, it was like, but it wasn't just a ponytail. It was a bun that men would wear like up here, and it was like the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
I'm gonna go up and stick a chopstick through it. Look, you're a geisha.
Huh.
Yeah, actually, I screenshotted it for you. Let me go ahead and grab my phone right quick, because that's worth showing you. Now, so, I should have brought it, because I should have known you'd be here. But
I don't know, he was having a fit with Google Plus earlier and looked like he was trying to go through his phone.
So, for the longest time, I've had this dual Google Plus account action going. What happened?
The man bun is still popular there. It's kind of fizzled out here for the most part. Sorry. Man bun is weird.
I thought I like crushed your arm with the chair or something.
Again?
Again. Yeah. Sorry. So I had this dual account thing kept kicking with Google Plus, and it really didn't make sense because I have my Lost Begotten with the blue icon, you know, like that icon way over there. But I had my original account, just like my regular Gmail, the Lost Begotten account when I first signed up. I had a white version of the icon, and then when I made the channel, I switched it to the blue version of the icon. And then next thing I know, I have two different versions of the same account, each with one different icon, a white icon and a blue icon. And today I logged into Google Plus again. I'm already logged in under the white icon, and I just logged in again. And suddenly I have a choice between a blue icon and a white icon, and I can log into the actual channel version of the same fucking account. I have no idea what's up with that.
Oh yeah, I got 2 separate emails today that you were following me. That we were following each other.
Huh.
Yeah, I got one this morning while I was at work, and then I got another one on my way home where it was after I got home.
That's so weird. I have no idea what's going on with that. So where's...
So apparently I wasn't in your circle neither, and
phone?
I'm your freaking wife. What the hell, man?
Right, but it's all those contacts were on my circles for the...
Speaking of contacts...
No, hold on. They were on my contacts for the white icon account.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I go and logged into my blue icon account, it was when I was doing the Google Hangouts when I had no contacts on there. So I had to go and I had to add all the, you know, just look them up basically one by one.
Did we get cut off?
What?
Did we get cut off and it come back on? Because it went from live to starting and then back to live.
You have your Wi-Fi off?
No, you told me it'd be
Go
fine.
ahead. Or just make sure you stay backed up a little bit. Yeah, just backed up.
I'm good. I turned it off. I got my headlines right here.
Yeah, line of sight.
Okay, but my Wi-Fi's off.
Okay.
You told me.
Just back up a little. All you gotta do is push off just like 4 inches. 4 inches tops. There. Okay. A little bit of line of sight. Trust me, it helps. It's the way to the router. It's the route to the router. It's the route to the turter. Something.
I can't read all the comments.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, when I first, you know, there's just always something interesting happening here. It's only showing one fucking person watching right now. When I first loaded it, you load the YouTube version of the streaming thing, you know, like on the web, YouTube management stream now thing, right? It has a button that says change thumbnail. And you upload a new icon, and usually it takes about 5-10 seconds, and then it comes up. It's just been black with the little loading flower thing. A loading flower, like a lotus flower, but makes minimum wage. So let me find these photos. You gonna read some headlines? You're just gonna sit there and read quietly to yourself.
I was waiting on you.
Okay.
I don't know. Where do we start? Guess we'll start at the top and work our way down. This is one of my favorite parts of the day, is coming home and getting on Facebook and see what's trending. Apparently Nunes is not leaving the Russian probe. Is that how you say his name? Nunes?
He's not?
No, he's not.
He won't leave the Russian probe.
No.
Okay, but
he's not stepping down.
I said leading. I'm like...
No.
Yeah, he's refusing to step down.
Despite the fact that even one Republican has straight out come out and said that he needs to step down in order for this to be
And McCain is calling for an independent inquiry, a independent select committee, he says, or committee, he says. But when Paul Ryan is quoted there as having said that there's no need for him to recuse himself, he was asked 2 different questions and he gave the same negative answer, and that question was actually the prior question. So maybe the reporter was doing him a favor, letting him posture himself by adding kind of an out into the way the question was phrased. That's what I think, anyways. Ooh, look, screenshots. And today is the 28th.
Congress has pulled the plug on the Internet Privacy Act, which means that, you know, your browsing history in the United States is now everybody's business, to the highest bidder.
Alright. So... why is that? Let me drop the file.
In other U.S. news, Donald Trump says he is ending the war on coal, which means basically that he is overturning Obama's Clean Energy Act bill. Which I guess is kind of like 50-50 on how you want to look at it, because a lot of coal miners were worried about their jobs when Obama passed the Clean Energy Act. Like the older ones especially, who've been doing that all their life and didn't want to learn new shit, and you know. So I guess that's kind of a plus, but now we're just going right back to polluting the world and like, I don't know. And not only is Donald Trump not attending the White House the Correspondents' Dinner, but the entire White House staff is now not going. And I'm pretty sure that Trump told them that if they went, they were fired. I'm willing to put money on it.
What the fuck just happened?
I
just made a bunch of shortcuts.
Don't know.
Oh, for God's sake.
But I hear two cats fighting.
I forgot how to use a computer, apparently. It just made a bunch of goddamn shortcuts to everything on my desktop when I use control. Oh! I use control. Select. Fucking shit. Off. Okay, now. I think maybe I could have the damn files. Thank you.
Let's see what else. Okay, so not going to correspondence dinner.
Please. I don't know how you sit next to me on the couch and you give these newsworthy sounding headlines with this great delivery, and then you get here and you're like,
shut up. So in Ireland, a Coca-Cola plant is under investigation because Coca-Cola products in a can made it to the shelf, and Coca-Cola is not the only thing in them.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
What's up, Rockin'?
Sorry, he minimized the thing and I couldn't see any.
So what was in the Coke?
Shit.
Shit?
Shit. Literally.
Whose shit?
It doesn't say. It just says that.
What's shit?
It says that one of the machines got clogged with feces. Just that's there's an ongoing investigation.
Wait. Okay, so that implies that like there's usually feces going through it. Well, where did feces? Is that like the secret flavor to Coca-Cola?
Maybe I need.
That's why it's all so familiar to us. It's just poo coffee.
I need to send this to Becca so she stops drinking Coke.
I stopped drinking Coke a while back. But now you even got me questioning Dr. Pepper.
Oh, they're claiming that no contaminated drinks actually reach the shelves. I thought that I read, but yeah, this is in Northern Ireland, so.
How do you do in
the machine, of all things, like. Some shit has
Some
busted
shit
it.
had busted
Yeah.
that, yeah.
That, yes, brother Maximo, that truly is a fecal matter.
Speaking of shitty matters, here, Maximo. Here are your screenshots. Let's see. Start with this one. Restricted. And then I tried to, each time I tried to do something, I think that was add you. Can't +1 the post. I'm guessing wife and kids.
Denied. Yeah, pretty much.
Is that? Huh? Who? What you there? That was when I just tried to add you from that menu. Wouldn't take. And here's a screenshot of my other icon deal. And so if you see this little icon right here, that's from like my other same fucking email address. For no damn reason, it's 2 different accounts. I have no idea why.
Hippie family in the park. I like hippie families.
Japan 2007. I really want to go to Japan.
Me too.
I'd really like to get my business off the ground and go help build my buildings out there, because fucking tsunamis wouldn't stand a chance. And I'd actually like to partner up with the roof builders out there, because
Okay, the cats are.
I never saw more beautiful roofs, man. The way they build their roofs out there, they're just exquisite. Every tile, just the way the whole structure is laid. And these buildings I designed, I don't think there's a single second of Fukushima tsunami footage that I haven't seen repeatedly. And I kind of became obsessed with creating a cheap, deployable structure that can survive that kind of shit, and flooding and tornadoes and whatever. So I've been working on that since about that time. Yeah, the way they put it together without nails and screws, just proper woodwork.
American roofs are pretty boring too.
Very boring.
Until you try to do an estimate for a job where the pitch of the roof is like this.
Yeah, it's only rich people have fancy roofs in America, and they all get the same damn Mediterranean tiles.
Ain't nothing wrong with Mediterranean tiles, motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's kind of cliche the way every fucking rich person out here does it.
Yes, I agree. So, in international news, a day before Brexit is triggered, Scottish Parliament is going to be preparing. Yes, I am. I'm sunburned. Okay, like I hurt. Scottish Parliament is going to vote on holding a second referendum for independence from the UK. It's I like how it's the day before the Brexit thing.
They want to stay a part of the EU. And the word wherewithal comes to mind. Doesn't anybody in that fucking country have the wherewithal to realize the timing of these events? And that's why it pisses me off that they don't use the term that they should be using in the news. The term is divide and conquer. That's what's been going on in Europe, and that's what's happened here. And currently showing 2 people watching.
Woohoo.
3,000 subscribers. I was looking at the Masonic Roundtable broadcast earlier.
You're getting comments too.
I was gaining on them as far as subscribers goes. I was consistently getting more subscribers than they were, and I was passing them up as of about August, when the fuckery really started on my channel and the subscribers just started dropping every time I would upload a video before it could even possibly have been watched. And just, you know, no new subscribers, no recommendations on my videos, that kind of thing. Well, I completely fucking lost my train of thought.
Masonic Roundtable.
The Masonic Roundtable now has just under 5,000 viewers. So proportionally, you know, 2/5 more. 5,000 subscribers, excuse me. And on their live broadcast, they have 40-something watching. So, really, Dingo? Why don't you understand the live broadcast? I know you're a dog, but still. Alright, I'm going to go take him out, and you can read a little more news.
Oh, Lord.
After I get done with what I was going to say.
No, you finish what you're saying. I'll take him out.
Alright.
He thinks he's going to leave me alone with this thing. It ain't happening.
Yeah. So, 2/5, I mean, you know, 42 or 43 people watching. 2/5 of that, or it's roughly, you know, minus 2/5 of that. So I should have roughly 28 to 30 something people watching this, right? 28 people. At least. But every day it's same little increments, and it's just the people who I've been in regular contact with on the channel. Seems like the only people that have been able to see this broadcast. So if Joey Emily could make sure that the comments get sifted tomorrow. If anybody else who we don't usually talk to in the comments here has seen this, please comment after the video posts and just, you know, let me know if you've, you know, that you're seeing the video. Or just, you know, click like if I could get a decent like count to help me ascertain exactly what the situation is as far as how many people can even see this video, these broadcasts when I make them. I had expected, like other channels, to have gained some benefit from doing live broadcasts. But of course, whenever I try something, it doesn't fucking work, or YouTube just cancels it all together or something like that. I've been a bit mystified. Like, it's just downright surreal. Creepily validating, if you will. That just to stop little old me from doing different things, they'll suppress an entire group of people. seems kind of fucked up, but I've seen it consistently happen. But anyways, according to the math, according to the number of subscribers I have, there should be, when I do my live broadcasts, you know, at least 20 people watching. It's always 3 to 8. I think what's the most we've had was 12.
You had the most when I was not home.
Yeah, one time. Oh yeah, you're welcome. I wanted to show those to you just so you knew what was going on with your account there. Like even when you've when Maximo comments on my videos, I cannot reply to them. I can't even click like on them. No idea what that's about. So what else you got going on? You got a lot of headlines for there.
Bill O'Reilly's in some hot water.
Oh yeah, what did he do?
Apparently.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Right. Apparently he made fun of a Democrat's hair. Maxine Waters.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Said she was wearing a James Brown wig, and that he couldn't hear
Come on, man.
anything that she was saying because he was distracted by her hair.
What an obtuse old fucking windbag. Jeez.
No kidding.
What a pathetic failure of a man. All you fucking Fox News anchors who failed to defend your country from a Russian invasion. You're all just failures as men. You're gonna fucking mock a woman for her hair because you can't fucking stand against her principles. Pathetic.
So, Spicer apparently just can't for the life of him get along with reporters.
Oh, this motherfucker here.
Our own White House press secretary cannot get along with reporters.
He looks like somebody tried to shove a bag of shit inside of another bag of shit and it's about to burst with fucking anger. Like,
Looks like it already burst with anger and somebody tried to stuff it back in the bag.
Ugh.
But she asked a question about an incident that happened between Trump and Condoleezza Rice back in 06, 04 or 06, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And he used a derogatory term to describe her that starts with an N and it ends with an R that we are not going to repeat. And she
Necromancer.
Yes, that's it. And she brought this up.
They were on World of Warcraft facing off. They have necromancers in World of Warcraft. I don't play World of Warcraft. Sorry. Go on.
But she was shaking her head because he's pulling what the whole Trump campaign, Trump administration has been doing this whole time. It's not, the media is the enemy and you're only reporting what you want, not the facts. Because,
They're that kid in, like, 3rd grade. Everybody else is lying. I'm the one telling the truth. They're that kid. Fucking liar.
So anyway, so he's telling her all that stuff instead of answering her question, and so she starts shaking her head, and apparently that irritated the shit out of Sean Spicer, and he told her to stop shaking her head. And the look on her face was just it was great.
Oh, almost lost that sip there.
Can I have a cigarette?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so, what else? Oh, Amazon has confirmed an acquisition of an e-commerce marketplace that has been serving the Middle East that's based out of Dubai, and so they're buying them. Amazon's taking over, y'all. Watch out.
I really I don't sense any corporate ethics. Never have sensed any corporate ethics about Amazon. Be wary of that company. I've always just kind of just had a bad feeling about them.
So it's the largest e-commerce site in the U.S.
Uh-huh.
buying the largest e-commerce site in the Middle East.
Uh-huh.
No, ain't no shady underhanded deals going on with this shit.
Yeah, and it's just based in the U.S. It's not entirely funded from the U.S. And it doesn't operate like a U.S. company. It has very a shoddy labor record, let's just say.
The FDA has approved a drug for psoriasis. And, guess how much this drug is going to cost you a year if you have moderate to severe psoriasis? Take a guess.
Mm-hmm.
Take a guess. 1 year for a drug that treats a skin rash.
$1,500. Come on, don't get me.
$37,000 a year is what it's going to cost a single person to take this treatment for a year. I don't know. I can't justify. I want the knife. I can't justify how pharmaceutical companies can charge so much for these drugs like they do. I can't wrap my mind around it. Like, what about this synthetic crap that you're pumping into people is worth this much money a year? That people are literally spending tens of thousands of dollars, if not more, a year on medication. You got an explanation for me? I can't do the thing. It like flings me back up.
That's like my integrity when I hit the tree.
Oh, in London, a former Marine who was put in prison for killing a wounded Taliban man who they already had in custody. He was wounded and the guy shot and killed him. Went to jail. His wife's been fighting for him to get out. He's been in jail for 3.5 years. His sentence got downgraded from murder to manslaughter. So he's getting out of prison now, but they are saying that he is definitely going to be a target of terror attacks. So the police are suggesting that, you know, him and his wife move and, you know, change their names and have code words with the police in case some shit goes down. You know, some Black Ops type shit.
Yeah.
The thing that's ironic is that apparently he wanted to rejoin, like, go back and serve in the military. They're not letting him. Like, he's not allowed to rejoin the military. But he's getting out of jail. So.
Huh.
Where'd my headlines go?
Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Oh, I lost my signal. I lost my headlines. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, there's generally plenty of people with self-control to choose from.
Ooh.
And the penal system isn't exactly renowned for its ability to reform someone's behavior in any way. So.
And this...
Probably the right call.
And last but not least on my list of headlines, villagers in the Democratic Republic of Congo discovered the remains of 2 UN investigators and their interpreter, who went missing this month in an area that was engulfed in a violent uprising.
Damn.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, these guys vanished.
Does it say what country they were from?
Let's see.
The actual guys?
One was a U.S. citizen and one was a Swedish national.
Huh.
They were in a group of experts monitoring a sanctions regime imposed on Congo by the UN Security Council.
Right.
And they disappeared in Kasai Central Province. And apparently their bodies were not found far from where they disappeared from, which is really weird considering that you would think they would start from the last place seen and work their way outward. So if they weren't found that far from that, that's kind of weird.
Depending on the terrain, could be overlooked pretty easily. That is, the Congo is on kind of the back route between basically terrorists in the desert and terrorists in the fucking West African jungle. And there could be any number of reasons why UN people might get kidnapped and killed right
well, the whole
there. But right now, the timing seems a bit...
No, the timing doesn't seem odd because this is what's going on over there. This is the president who doesn't want to step down. It's past his term for stepping down, and he's refusing to step down. UN figures are indicating that over 400 people have been killed, and local officials said on Saturday that militiamen decapitated about 40 police officers in the deadliest attack on the security forces since the uprising began last year.
Yep, now is the time of the emboldened strong man. And anybody who thinks they don't have to take shit's going to do everything they can to avoid international authority in general.
In case y'all are typing comments, they're not coming through. I'm just letting y'all know that.
Yeah, I haven't had any comments for a while.
Yeah, for a good long while.
Seen it get up to 5 people, though. Coming and going. I don't know.
So, the U.S. is partially responsible
I'm
for...
not feeling very well tonight. I'm sorry if I'm just seeming a little bit out of it. I've been having kind of a nauseous headache for most of the evening. Excuse me.
So there was an explosion in Mosul that killed a bunch of civilians, and the U.S. was leading the attack on it. So
yeah, they haven't made any announcement to this effect, but it's become pretty obvious, and it's becoming a growing consensus that Trump changed the rules of engagement.
He turned us into the bullies. We're the bully now.
Yep. We're going to do it just like Russia been doing it. Just bomb the fuck out of anything. Whatever. Fortunately, our soldiers have better ethics overall. In general, most of them do. And won't seek out any civilian targets on purpose the way Russian pilots just, out of sheer bloodthirst, sheer spite, just for shits and giggles. Hey, look, a lot of people, let's blow them up.
Well, apparently one of our
it's about the mentality that they instill into there.
The U.S. Army Chief of Staff General apparently is saying that there had been quite a few airstrikes in the vicinity that day and on previous days, and that he also raised the possibility that Islamic State might have blown up the building, because how they use human shields to make it look like when there are bombings going on, they blow up a building from the inside and make it look like it was an outside force doing it.
Well, another thing is Russia claims to have radar-evading stealth missiles now. I mean, cruise missiles now. Well, stealth cruise missiles, basically. And they have plenty of different types of multiple launch rocket systems, like including guided rocket launch systems in the area. So they could have taken the opportunity during a series of American airstrikes to hit a civilian building with any number of different things, and done it just to set us up for the bullshit. Our boys are careful about that. I know that.
They're saying
Nobody out there is wanting to take that guilt home with them. We don't breed our boys that way. They breed their boys that way. They breed them on purpose like that. Fucking terrifying.
They said that they have thousands of civilians that are fleeing the city right now, but there could be up to about half a million people still trapped inside the city that can't get out. So that must be like a really big city. All you ever see is a dot on the map. Like, it's really hard to...
I've been trying to say that part of the greater Mosul metropolitan area was not going to fall easily because essentially Russia has a special affinity for that area. And that's because at one point they legally claimed it. And if at one point they legally claimed it at a time of expansionism, they're just going to consider it legalistically theirs, and they're going to fight as a matter of principle to make sure anybody else who wants to go there has a difficult time. And this accounts for the communist Kurd-controlled areas or dominated areas too. So, speaking of Russia, you might have noticed the map, diagram, whatever type of map. It's an idea map. And the road of ideas it represents is connections. Communicative and financial connections. The base image was provided by the Rachel Maddow broadcast from earlier this evening, and it just seemed like it was a little bit incomplete to me. So I took the liberty of filling in a few more lines, because Michael Flynn, yes, just directly connected to Putin. That line doesn't really need to be there, but there's a few more that do need to be there, like the one with Kushner. See, if Kushner's connected to Mr. Gorkov's bank, Mr. Gorkov is directly connected to Putin, because essentially the only thing that Mr. Gorkov does is launder money for the Russian mafia. So that's another connection with Russian money laundering. There should be another bank listed there. But anyways, Manafort, yes, directly connected to Putin. Again, I think I was just having fun with extra lines there.
We have comments again.
Ooh, look, comments. Wow, comments have shown up. How about that shit? But the point is,
looks like a Tokyo subway now.
Anybody connected to Gorkov is directly connected to Putin. Anyone connected to, say, Russian hacking, and there's a more overarching theme here. It's this programmed ideology that Democrats have struggled to come up with a strategy against for a long time. And I got news for you. There's a reason why what they say makes business sense doesn't actually make business sense. There's a reason why their policies overall seem destructive to the country? It's because they're a bunch of fucking traitors. And it doesn't just end there. I'm talking about an ass ton of House Republicans have been actively paid to usurp the betterment of this country. And all of them have been promised a way out when the shit hits the fan. I guarantee it. You have to take the principle of the voice of the accuser to figure out what these people are really up to. So, if you consider them the elite, if you consider people like Paul Ryan to Rand Paul, even Bernie Sanders, the elite, the real elite, the Russian oligarchical infiltration elite. What is it that they say the elite's gonna do? Gonna let the bombs drop and they're all gonna move to some fucking island somewhere. Now, doesn't it seem, through all of their contradictory actions, through all of their seemingly self-destructive policies, through their inability to just accept America for the way it is, isn't it more likely, especially given the long-standing KGB detection metaphor of they accuse exactly what they're guilty of, isn't it more likely that these guys have all been promised an out? They're going to start a big war. They're going to help America lose. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to help America fucking fall to pieces so that Russia can dominate. So that a new czardom can dominate. And when the shit hits the fan, just like what Alex Jones says the elite's gonna do, they're gonna go off into their little bunkers and private islands. At least that's what they're being told, of course. See, what they don't understand about the Horde is that it doesn't fucking take kindly to people like that once it's done with them. Does it, dear?
Nope.
By the wayside.
You get fed to the fishies.
So, anyways. Carter Page connected to Putin. Putin owns part of Gazprom. Sessions can't really connect him to Putin through known news stories. But there's a lot of allegations of ties between people who helped Sessions in his original elections and the Ku Klux Klan. And if the Ku Klux Klan is represented in secrecy in any way by Sessions, then he is the primary candidate for having coordinated what I have whistleblown on this channel and dubbed Operation Novorossiya, which I learned about as a fresh-cut skinhead in Houston in the very early 90s from a Russian-speaking guy from Venezuela. And there was another guy from Argentina that we hung out with more, and these guys are talking, and they kind of, him and my other friend whose parents, this guy was from LaGrange, Texas. He was, totally, good old boy. But his parents were in the Klan, or his dad at least. And they were all talking about this shit, and it just started ringing a bell a few years back when I saw how the Republicans, the kind of more racist ones that have been so anti-Obama all along, started cozying up towards Russian propaganda. And what they had said was essentially, one day, because of the demographic change, and they're talking all about the numbers and shit, there would be a black president. And the word for what they were going to do in response to this was called No Rosia. And they explained that basically the white man was going to call on the white Russian, and they were going to join forces and keep, the white world protected. So, if Sessions is that contact, is that, department manager, if you will, of this whole conspiracy, it's pretty fucked up because, he's got appointed attorney general by an illegitimate invasion precedent fucking thing. I said, yeah, I'm going to throw up now. I said illegitimate, though, so I don't have to throw up. Anyway. Cohen. All I'm going to say about Cohen and Stone is that they just look like they fucking deserve to be in jail. Don't they? Both of them. They just look like the most miserable, slimy, no good pieces of shit I've ever fucking seen on TV. Like, literally, I've never seen a villain played by an actor that was as fucking no good, low down, creepy seeming as these two fucks right here. Okay? I'm sorry. Just like, god damn. Those some slimy fucks right there. Those are some sleazy mafia shits right there. And, y'all be glad for my wish a motherfucker would syndrome. Because, apparently they know they couldn't go that route, which is why they suppressed my fucking channel. Only way they could shut my ass up. But you can't stop the truth when God's watching. Anyway. I love you.
I love you too.
And there's sign in my ear. I guess you're tired, ready to go. I was done there. I was going down the list. See, there's like heads in little boxes.
Are they heady? Headley?
Oh, damn it. One of these days I'm going to figure out something fun to do with the whole thing right there. Wait. Oh yeah, that's fun. Okay. Alright, anyways. Head cases. Yeah, there are a bunch of head cases. Check them out.
Just need talking heads.
Just need little handles on.
That'd be like Futurama.
Right.
Like all the people, just like the heads
in
the cases.
In little
glass
jars.
Domes. Little glass domes.
Yeah. Dome jars. Yeah. Okay, so anyways. obviously Rachel Maddow has her work cut out for her, and you know, probably needs to adopt some sort of spider web looking map to
Or
really
spider's ass.
because I would think that somewhere in a dark, fucking creepy looking room in Putin's underground bat cave or wherever the fuck he lives, that there's like a spider web looking map of his domination empire. So if you know, if you arrange it in a spider web, chances are it's going to work out better. Anyways. RT Hangouts. So, thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you to the people who are going to watch this tomorrow. Please click the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We're still trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Because I think we should have 10,000 subscribers already, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so spread links to the videos. Share them on Google+, share them on Twitter, share them in Facebook, share them in Bookface and Tweetface and Googleface and Plusface, and Plusbook,
Instaface?
Facegram. And
oh, I will, provided my sunburn doesn't keep me up all night.
yeah.
It's bad. It's bad.
Instacracker. What?
Hold my beer and watch this shit.
Okay, so if you enjoyed this broadcast, please ignore the dirty laundry and
right? Like, how was that?
please subscribe. There are lots of reasons to subscribe. Lots of different various types of shit.
Like I hide the dirty
And
laundry.
what plants crave. So
Electrolytes.
I'm gonna go lay down because I feel like crap, and wow, this camera is really not angled very well. We have just laundry and some weird boxes.
Look, I'm being creative and covering it all.
Alright, I got this. Click the thumbs up button. Bye-bye.
The tiny thumbs up button. Don't drink the Coke over there.
Sean will back it up. He'll watch it.
Watch it before you drink Coke. Trust me.
Don't drink
Don't drink the Coke.
Bye-bye.
It's in my heart, and baby, down in my soul. You, baby, you can't take it no more. No, I know I'm walking out that door. The way you treated me too many times before. Oh, you know I want you there, I wanna be right there with you. I know I gotta keep you.